Good morning, everyone. Yes, I'm starting this a little bit plain. Well, this has been going on for quite a while, and I never really did make a video about this. Sorry, I stopped making videos for such a long time that I'm not really saying things correctly. So, let's get down to the details. So, we have this new collaboration event between the Shield Hero. Woo! Oh, sorry, the Rising of the Shield Hero. One of my, one of the good animes I've seen so far. I do like it. It's a very decent anime, and you guys should watch it. But with that being said, guys, let's get down to some of the details about each of these units that you might consider, might not consider, if you want them or don't want them. In my book, I don't have a really use for them. Mainly due to the fact that I don't have any interest in these collaboration units. Alright, so let's get down to it. Now, if you guys want a good, decent healer for your tank, so let's say you're using, well, since you get Shield Hero, Naofumi. Since you guys got Naofumi, you might want to consider getting Raphtalia if you do not have a decent healer. Mainly is because Raphtalia actually has her art skill, which actually comes in handy for, comes in handy for basically for tanks. If critical increases own arts gauge by 70, okay. If protected by other ally, which means she's being protected by or true art or art skill of a tanker, between Thetis, Naofumi, which is the shield hero. Who else was it? There's two more. Hold on, let me get their names and I'll show you. Hold on. Okay, here's the other one. Where is he? He's a fire type. Gerland, I think? Yeah, Gerland. Sorry, Gerald. Gerald, and there's one more. We got Thetis, Gerald, and the late. I forgot her name, even though I use her all the time when it comes down to her dark form. Celia. Between those three, and the shield hero, of course, Naofumi. 4, sorry. She will increase their HP by 33% and heal them for 150 per 15 seconds. Now, mind you, this is a buff. So, we could say that she constantly, quote unquote, heals the unit, or heals her team by 33%. What? Really? Yes. But this is only a buff. It does not mean that it will constantly provide that healing, but it only stays there for 15 seconds. So, I always like to do a little bit fun thing about making a little, oh, look how much HP my units have kind of story. But I'm not gonna bother with that one. Now we have here the next one, Philo. Or Philo. I do not know. I don't know how they pronounce it in the Japanese version. Oh, wait. I didn't mean to talk about the true art. True art is actually pretty yikesy. Increases own credit rate by 50% and reduces skill time by 50%. Well, that actually does come in handy for our own passive skill, since she increases her arts gauge by 15 points. So, yes, you could spam her art after using her true art, but that's about really all the basic details between that one and what comes in handy for her. And this is one of the reasons why I don't need her, because I already have a unit that does what she does. increases the max HP. But I don't want a unit that just single target increases the HP of the tanker. Yes, it's a single target. It increases only the tank's HP. So if the tank takes a lot of damage and they're about to die, you can just knock her in, heal them for 33%, along with the 150% for 15 seconds, and boom. Philo. What's so good about her? Well, I do like the fact that her art is actually pretty good. Zweit Tornado. First of all, there are not a lot of units that decrease action speed, but reduce defense. Now, I like the fact that she reduces defense by 50%. That's a handy little perk there. Now, she also has the skill here, which increases her damage by 20%. So basically, you just use her skill 5 times, and she's already maxed out and increases her attack power. Her attack power by 100%. Now that's a very good DPS based unit if I ever saw one. But this one is Earth. So if you guys want that Earth team going up and have a good decent damage dealer, hey, by all means, Philo's your girl. The giant bird girl thing. I don't know what to call her. Oh, and the less enemies HP, the more damage during charge. Basically means the less HP your enemy has, the more damage she does. Max out is 250%. That's wow. She is pure damage. Well, that's all I really got for Philo. And by the way, Dragon Killer is actually something of a little joke they put in on the game. Philo's Philolian actually hates dragons, so they always fight a dispute over each other, so this is why they added the Dragon Killer. And that she also killed the dragon along the way. Ate its crystal, and it's part of her now. Yes, she ate a dragon. Now for the last one, Melty. I do have her by chance. I did get her. Now, Melty is actually an all support based unit. She doesn't have much in the way of damage, but she still supports your team. Now, her skill is not a damage dealing skill. Rather, it heals all allies' HP by 250 and increases arts gauge by 5. Her second skill, apologies, I'm going crazy right now. I'm like getting tongue twisted all day. Increases all allies' attack by 40% and autofills art gauge by 3 for 13 seconds. Decent, but still doesn't outclass most of the units that we have. But still comes in handy when you want to increase your allies' attack, which makes her an all-rounder attack buffer when it comes down to this detail. And also the fact that she heals your allies and increases their art gauge by 5 is pretty interesting. But what I like about her is the fact that she also... Actually, what I like about her is just the fact that she's an all-rounder. Not a lot of units are all-rounders for this type of battle, or for type of thing. Especially when it comes down to their passive skills, which make them iffy situation. Alright, now down to her true art. Increases all allies' fire resistance by 15% and damage to enemy by 50% for 15 seconds. So wait a minute. If I wanted to stack a debuff, decrease their resistances. Actually, correction. This is wrong. My statement is wrong, is what I'm saying. First of all, that's actually pretty handy for a unit, especially since the only unit right now that could match that is actually, well, I wouldn't even say match it. The Goblin Slayer. First of all, Goblin Slayer only does where his art reduces enemies break resistance 20% and increases damage to enemies by 20%. Now, first of all, Melty actually has the highest damage increase to enemies in the game right now. I would consider that useful in my opinion. I did get her, so I have no complaints, and I got her twice, which is sadistic. Thank you, game, for being sadistic with me and telling me you only need her. But either way, with that being said, guys, I will showcase her in a new light. And yes, I'm using Marzek's team. I do like my Marzek. He's pretty bad. Can't say that last word. He's awesome looking. Oh, and I have not finished her. Oh, sure, I had the voice active. Oh, sorry about that. I guess I'll be farming later on to get her to get her max level. Either way, still having to upgrade her stats. Alright, but that's above the point of what I need to get done. I want to use her here, actually. Oops, wrong one. Don't ask. Most of you people, when you see this video, judge me for that one action. Don't you dare judge me for that one action. And no, that's not my entire desire for the situation. And I'm thinking, I think I should go with this one. Quite honestly, because I got her, it'd be perfect. Alright. And yes, I do have, Crunchyroll Hime-sama. And she's pretty damn useful. Ah, wrong one. Can hit the... There we go. Hit the salmon. I don't have to worry about my Zex getting poisoned because they heal themselves of poison. Ah!
You get to burning. この歌聞いたことある？さあ、行くわよ。これが本当の私。ライトアクアスラッシュ。ほらほら、次に行くわよ。負けるわけないじゃない。
I'll do another rerun because I actually want to see how much damage optimability I just got there from using her as my damage increase support unit. Because like I said, she is literally an all-rounder, making her quite useful in this whole situation. Ah, they hit me. And why do I use my live bewitchment is mainly because I like people.
You get to burning. この歌聞いたことある？これが本当の私。
Whoa, whoa. That's actually a lot more damage than I would actually expect it to do. Especially with double more Zex going in. I usually do nuke a lot of these battles with Devil Mars X, but still, that's pretty awesome. With that being said, guys, I will be continuing to work on her. I do like her. I might make use of her, especially since she increases damage dealt to enemies by 50%. And also, like I said, she's an all-rounder, which makes her pretty useful. But I do not like the fact that I have to use her art and then true art in order to deal max damage. But still, useful. Nice all-round kind of stats. Or, sorry, all-round kind of skill sets. Art sets and all that. And that's all I have for today, guys. I do hope you like my videos and continue to ask that question, which unit is good for this team? Because honestly, I'm getting bored and some people need to actually start asking me questions a little more interesting. Like, what unit can you showcase next? Or what unit do you want to showcase? Or rather, sorry, what units do you guys want me to showcase? What units aren't good in the game? Speaking of which, we still have yet to receive SAR's True Evolution, which it makes me sad because I am still waiting for his True Evolution to come in. And now Voom is ready to be evolved. And sadly, I don't have any materials to enhance him with, maybe? See, ooh, I do. Okay, never mind. Here we go. Oh, perfect. Now everybody gets to watch me evolve Naofumi. Naofumi-sama!
盾の悪魔の力見せてやる
A shield of hatred. I don't know exactly how it grabbed that much attention, but hey. Negates all allies damage for a total of 1,500 for the first 20 seconds of quest. During normal attack, own damage from enemy 10% down for 2 seconds only once. That's the shield hero. Oh. Defense 10% up when negating damage. Not really that good. Oh, I didn't fail to mention about Naofumi's stats or stuff. But basically, you guys might think he's actually not bad. He's not bad at all. Naofumi is actually a decent free unit. First of all, you don't get units that actually can you don't get units that can heal themselves. Sorry, I don't know what it is, but I think it's like me and my damn tongue twisters. Alright. Wait, he can heal himself? Yes, he heals himself. High chance of fainting target enemy. If target faints, ignores target's defense by 100%. And 300 and dark damage to mainly the target. If target does not faint, mind you, target does not faint, heals own HP by 60% and increases own art gauge by 80 points. Say what? Yes, now Fumi basically goes, yeah, I don't damage you, I don't put you to faint. Okay, don't worry about it, I'll just heal myself. Which makes him quite the troll unit, which I do like about him. Especially since you can actually enhance that 60% by using equipment or units. And if you guys already know what equipment you can use, then yeah, that's pretty nasty. And also, he also got Soul Eater Shield, which heals own HP by 10% of the total damage received. So I don't think that's affected. I don't think that's affected by anything. Now, mind you, this does come in handy, especially if the enemy has a whole lot of feint resistance. So if your enemy has feint resistance, complete feint resistance, he's going to constantly be healing himself and increasing his own art gauge the whole time. Though the sad thing about him is that like I said, the only sad thing about him though is that his negations aren't too strong. What? Yes, his negations aren't too strong, which is the only sad part about him. Trying to see if I can give you guys a good setup for him when it comes down to negation. Single target equipment would be best, since he does not provide himself with a good amount of negation. And you might need to bring a few units with negation equipment. I do like his setup, but it's the fact that he doesn't deal any, well, it's the fact that he doesn't really bring up that support role for a tanker into the game. Because you only got 8,000 shield right there, negates damage for a total of 8,000 for 15 seconds. Now, a lot of units can rip through that 8,000. So when I see that, I kind of feel a little bit salty, especially since you can't increase that amount, so they'll be eating at his HP mainly, which is why he's mostly most units at this time and age have defense negation, so they'll eat right through him. But that's to be expected since most units have defense negation to begin with. But with that being said, guys, this collaboration has been fun and all. I am happy to actually have this collaboration in the first place. And no, I have not awoken Ganon because Ganon keeps trolling me. He's a jerk and he's rude. So with that being said, guys, I hope you will have fun. Tell me which unit next you want to have showcased, or units showcasing, since you already saw Mars X, the dual Mars X showcase. What the? I pressed something? Oh. Hope you guys enjoyed the video and have a fun day. Especially since we're all quarantined. Except for me. I'm not quarantined, sadly. I know I go to work all the time. So, with that being said, guys, I hope you have fun and enjoy the game.